just a few days ago, I was explaining to my daughter how daylight and nighttime worked, and what she thought was that the sun gets smaller at nighttime and that's why it's dark. But so I started explaining to her a little bit how that worked, and it made me really think about how incredible God's creation is, how incredible the galaxies are formed and our universe is fine-tuned. And of course, there's so much out there that we haven't even seen or discovered, and that just leads us to worship because we just get a sense of awe and how beautiful and how big and incredible God is. And my wife and I, we're in a small group at our church that is focusing on parenting right now. And the first week of that study by Paul David Tripp, he talked about that one of the best gifts we can give our children is a sense of awe before God. And Psalm chapter 8, verses 3 and 4 say, "When I consider your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars which you have set in place, what is mankind that you are mindful of them? Human beings that you care for them." And that passage speaks of that, just being in awe of how big God is, and also knowing how God's incredible love reaches us, that we are so small and God is so big. How much does God really love us? That's what this passage teaches about, just that intimacy that our Creator God has. The God who created the heavens and the earth also created us uniquely, and how awesome is that? And last week we focused on putting down the phone and looking up, and I just want to encourage us this year as we're focusing on being faithful with the small everyday things, is just to look up. Right, to look up during the day, appreciating the beauty, even in winter when it looks dreary out, but still to get a sense of how big God is. Or on a sunny day like we have today with the blue sky, and not taking the blueness of the sky for granted, but really seeing the incredible beauty. And of course at night, when we see the stars on a clear night, and maybe we see a planet or two, and the bright moon, just how incredible it is, and how small we are, how big God is, how beautiful God's creation is, and yet how much God loves us, the fact that God has created us and wants a relationship with us. Just want to encourage us to reflect on that. Try to think about that each and every day, this sense of awe and how big God is, but yet how much God loves each and every one of us.